So I'd like to tell you about some of my new favorite instruments. This is an Ibanez guitar that they made special for me. I designed it in Photoshop. I took an Ibanez Iceman, which they normally make, and that looks kind of like this. It's, you know, Iceman is this shape, but it doesn't have that cutaway. And I thought it would be cool to flip it over and put the cutaway so you can reach the high frets, and to make it like an upside down Iceman. So I just refer to it as the Reverse Iceman. I don't know if there's a better name, but that's the name I have so far. This one has a cherry top, which is a wood, not used so much in guitars, but it works cool. The cherry sounds good. The back and the neck, I think, are mahogany, and it sounds great. I used it on the last tour a bunch, and really great tone, thick neck, and you know, big chunky low. And every foot switch I have is freaking out, but here we go. Big tone as long as your fuzz pedal doesn't go ah. And so that's Reverse Iceman #1 with the cherry top and the DiMarzio humbuckers. This is another Reverse Iceman that I designed on Photoshop and Ibanez made for me. This one is made out of Corina wood, which is the wood that Gibson used to use for the old original Flying V's and Explorers in the late 50s. And I heard that the wood is poisonous, that if you work on it and you sand it and you don't have any protection, it'll like get in your lungs and do horrible things to you. So they had to be very careful when they built this. Once it is finished on it, it's fine, no poison then. It's I think only the sawdust is dangerous. And I've been experimenting with single coils. These are DiMarzio single coils, and they give you a very, very you know, sharp attack and clean sound. Really cool sound. And I got 3 of them, and I angled them a little bit. Kind of like I was inspired by Jimi Hendrix, because Jimmy played an upside down Stratocaster, and it made the angle of the back pickup opposite of what it is normally. And so I tried to copy that sort of backwards angle and with all the pickups. And it's got a volume and a tone and a 5-way switch. Beautiful wood on the back. Very thick neck again for beautiful thick tone. Let's see if my fuzz pedal will work. Awesome tone out of the second Reverse Iceman Corina. So this is very similar to the my signature model, which is a PGM 301 by Ibanez, of course. And I'm always trying to modify small details just to keep improving the guitar, or trying different things anyway. And I like a lot of the changes I made on this one. One of them is the paint on F-holes are about 2% smaller. I don't know why, that makes me happy. I think they look a little cooler, smaller, so maybe in the future I can get those on the production models. And I've got a tone zone, which I don't think they normally come with. I think they normally have a DiMarzio PAF Pro, which is great too, but I wanted to try the tone zone. And I stuffed a bunch of foam in there. I learned the trick from Joe Satriani to really keep it from feeding back when you're really, really loud on stage. And I can leave my volume up and hit a chord, and the guitar is just quiet and doesn't make any noise, so it's very controllable. I have 2 actually Ibanez single coil pickups that sound super cool and clean. And let's see, again, in my single coil experiments, I like these. And other differences in it, I've used the old style neck joint. The original Ibanez RG guitars had this kind of neck joint. I think they just reissued some that had the same kind of neck joint. And it's a little bigger than the standard one that they have now. And because it's bigger, it's actually a little more difficult to get your hand around it to play the high notes. But I don't care, because it makes the tone a little thicker of the whole guitar. It seems like that when that joint is thick, you just get really nice, clear. Really nice tone out of the guitar with that thicker neck joint, and the frets are a little slightly taller and skinnier than usual. Another experiment, and I think that's it. Besides that, it's totally stock, and you know, paint chip from me throwing it around, and broken string from me rubbing it on my pedal board. But I love it. It's my one of my new favorites, and those are my 3 current favorite guitars that I used on the new record, Silence, followed by Deafening Roar.